But there you can see again the police are trying to find their way and trying to get the Congress leaders onto that bus and move away as they try to protest against many issues at hand, including GST, unemployment. This, of course, is coinciding with Sonia Gandhi being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. This is her third round of questioning. She has been asked 70 questions over the last 2 days. She has been questioned for over 8 hours. She did make it to the Enforcement Directorate today at 11. So that questioning started at about 11. But on Thursday, the 21st of July, as well as yesterday, she was questioned yesterday for 6 hours. On Thursday, the 21st, she was questioned for over 2 hours. This time around, they're saying that she is very fast with her answering, very quick. And the 70 questions have been asked already. Not many left to be answered, which is why sources are telling us that questioning of Sonia Gandhi could get concluded today. However, protests continue outside the parliament as well as outside the Congress headquarters in the national capital. You can see visuals of both the Congress workers and the Congress leaders being taken away by the Delhi police. They're being shoved into a bus and being taken away. Of course, Congress leaders sitting there in protest, asking many questions, including MPs, 19 MPs of the Rajya Sabha being suspended, 4 MPs of the Lok Sabha being suspended. They're not being asked, they're not being allowed to speak up in Parliament, and they have many questions regarding also the misuse of the Enforcement Directorate. Slogans being raised outside the Congress headquarters as well as outside the Parliament. The Congress leaders wanted to march peacefully from Vijay Chowk to the Rashtrapati Bhavan. They were not allowed to do so. The police, however, was taken unaware this time around. They did not expect them to sit in protest. However, this is day 2 of them protesting, the second consecutive day where they have taken to the streets in order to voice their concerns, raise slogans, ask the government questions that they're not being allowed to ask inside the Parliament. We heard many Congress leaders, whether it's Manish Tiwari as well as Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. Also, we had Mallikarjun Kharge talking about how they did try to bring up the suspension of their MPs in the Rajya Sabha as well as the Lok Sabha, but that was adjourned. They weren't allowed to raise any sort of concerns, any questions regarding the suspension of the MPs. We have NDTV Sunil Prabhu outside the Parliament where the protests are being held. This is the protest by the Congress against various issues coinciding with Sonia Gandhi's questioning by the Enforcement Directorate. This is round 3 of questioning. Sunil, day 2 of protests being held. The Congress leaders now being taken into a bus. Where are they being taken to?
Taken in the Kingsway camp, and I'm joined by Manish Tiwari. What exactly? How long will you continue this? You are one of the suspended MPs.
He has been asking for the past 8 days for a discussion in Parliament on crime. We have been asking for the debate in Parliament. All of the money has been rejected. They are not allowed in the Parliament to discuss about crime. We wanted to have a peaceful dharna in Vijay Chowk. That's what they are not allowed to. That also we are not allowed. What else do? As parliamentary, what else do? They have been honored in honors by the government, even the police, they are completely against the democratic norms of the opposition. 75 MPs are treated like their servants here by the police. Amit Shah is misusing the police, Delhi police completely, and they are taking away every day. Whenever we wanted to have a peaceful demonstration, it's not allowed. We don't want to disturb anybody, but we wanted to protest against the injustice being done to us outside the Parliament.
So here you have it. You heard from one of the suspended MPs as we speak. You can see members of Parliament here protesting, sitting down there and looking back at protest as they continue out here. This is the kind of scene that we see. They will continue to protest and they will continue to go ahead in this entire situation. This is really the scene in Parliament. Something to take away
There you can see Congress workers being pulled, dragged in fact into a bus. This is outside the Congress headquarters in the national capital. There you can see that woman being shoved and pushed into a bus and being taken away. This is on the day when Sonia Gandhi is being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate, the third round of questioning. And there you can see in fact use of the Congress workers there in protest and how they are being manhandled and dragged, pulled and shoved. Those are women workers being dragged and pulled and now shoved into this bus while they protest.